Hey everyone, this is Janae and this is my first video. Welcome! This past weekend I bikepacked through the Olympic Adventure Trail one way. It's a trail up in the peninsula of Washington State, very beautiful up there. I joined the North Star cycling crew in Seattle, Washington. They're a collective of black and brown cyclists for riders of all levels. Love their work. They've been getting some amazing features in social media and in the news, but they're still so down to earth, so I'll include their info in the description in case you want to know more about their work and connect with them on social media. The Olympic Adventure Trail is a 25-mile long out and back route from the Elwha River to Lake Crescent. It's not to be confused with the Olympic Discovery Trail, which is basically a larger part of the Olympic Adventure Trail. That one extends 130 miles long along the whole Olympic Peninsula, and we did not do that one. So while the Olympic Discovery Trail is paved, the Olympic Adventure Trail is the opposite. It's all dirt, mostly single track, which in cycling means the path is about the width of a bike, and lots of mountain bikers. We were some of the only bike packers that we saw on the route. So we drove from Seattle about 2.5 hours to the trailhead. You can go south through Tacoma and back up to the peninsula, or you can take the ferry. It takes about the same amount of time and it costs about $20, so we just decided to drive. We started on the eastern side of the route at the Olympic Adventure Trailhead off of Highway 112. We found that on a ride with GPS route through bikepacking.com. That gave us a lot of feedback on what to expect, how to prepare, etc. I'll also link that. So next time I'll make sure to include a setup of how I packed my bike, but I rode on 35mm tires on my cyclocross bike. I have a Surly traveler's check, and that felt fine. We did see a lot of mountain bikers on the route, and it definitely would feel more comfortable. Since the route is single track, there were some points where we had to stop and let hikers or mountain bikers pass. We also saw a few bikepackers, but only one group, so there weren't too many, especially for 4th of July weekend. As far as the difficulty of the route, it didn't feel like there was a huge climb at any point, but we did do over 3,000 feet of climbing in about 35 miles, which is pretty good. I definitely felt sore towards the end and was ready to be off my bike. The last 8 miles are paved, and the nice thing is you can stop at Devil's Punch Bowl, which is a little watering hole right in the Lake Crescent, and that's towards the end of the route, so it's a nice little refresher once you're feeling tired and sweaty and just tired of branches hitting you in the face. So this tunnel here, it's the first tunnel we saw, and we turned left right before the tunnel, and that will take you straight to Devil's Punch Bowl. I straight up was so amazed to see the water. I have never seen water so blue and crystal clear. It looked like Gatorade or something. It was wild. I looked it up, and apparently it's so blue because there's a lack of nitrogen in the water, so it doesn't allow algae to grow. There was a bunch of people doing backflips off of the little bridge there, and it was nice. It was super chill. As far as camping went, we could not find any. There's no hiker-biker campgrounds at Lake Crescent, and it's all first come, first served, so you cannot reserve a campsite ahead of time. So we were definitely out of luck because it was holiday weekend, 4th of July, right after quarantine. I mean, we're still in quarantine, but you know, a lot of people were out. It was definitely packed. We ended up asking around just to see if there was anything available, and we heard about Littleton Horse Camp, which wasn't too far away. You could bike, but we had friends who had cars who met us there, so we drove there. It's literally a campground for horses. I didn't get video of it, but they're perfectly good campgrounds for camping. There was a bathroom, there were fire pits, we got our own space, a picnic table, No running water, but that's definitely better than other setups I've had, especially going bike camping. Since we had friends meet us there, we ended up just driving out the next day, and me and my friend Katrina hiked to Marymere Falls. That's really close. It's about a 10-minute drive from the campground. And I just wanted to show my bike rack setup. I got this bike rack through Facebook Marketplace, and it's been a trooper. I drove all the way from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington, down to Tacoma, back up to the peninsula, all the way back. It's been great. You don't need any fancy bike racks. Just get whatever seems reliable and get going. A lot of us split ways towards the end of the trip, so Katrina and I took the ferry from Port Angeles to Seattle. It was about $20 to take your car on, and the ferry was about 30 minutes. The views were super dope. I had been in Mexico for 6 months before this, so it was just an amazing trip to kind of be like a welcome back to the Northwest for a little bit. So stay tuned for more content. If you're interested in anything in particular, I would love any suggestions, and I'll see you soon.